It's been 10 years since I've seen a dead body.
You're about the meanest baby I've known, and here's just why when I wanna kiss you answer no. I'll tell you I'm gonna go at the late.
Michael, it's been so long I barely recognized you. Can I say thank you for your service?
Thank you, Edward.
So, are you the one who arranged this?
Well, whoever did better step up soon, because I'm over this cryptic letter business.
Meet at the director's cabin. 18 years to the day. That's what the letter said. Anyone know what that means?
That's a joke, right?
Not all of us are blessed enough to know what we did at some dreadful orphanage 18 years ago, Michael. Do enlighten us.
Charlie Myers. How could you possibly forget something like that, Evelyn?
Maybe it's better if we continue this discussion at the dining table. Food's getting cold.
So, Harland, why now?
Sorry?
Don't play dumb. You were the first person here.
Well, yeah, but I didn't set this up.
Likely story.
I think we all know who really invited us here. Ron Myers was recently released from the asylum he's been locked in. I read it in the paper. He's clearly out for blood or vengeance or something. I say we just confess so he leaves us alone.
Confess? To what? His stupid brother fell through the ice. Pushed or not, Charlie Myers' death was an accident. I refuse to confess to something so insignificant.
Let's not reach premature conclusions here. As far as I'm concerned, everyone's suspect.
Well, whether it be Ron or one of our peers, it's obvious there's malicious intent behind this gathering. I wouldn't be surprised if this food in front of us is laced with cyanide.
Well, then the best thing we can do is all agree to confess. Whoever's behind this won't be able to get to all of us if we stick together.
Easy for you to say, with your cushy job, your deep pockets. Some of us still have consequences for our actions.
Look, like Evelyn said, it was an accident. Whoever sent these invitations, they clearly have an agenda. All right, I think it's best if we kept cool heads, sit on it for a while, and then make a decision.
Fine. No promises I'll stay.
understand your concern. Ron was crazy. Is crazy. But coming forward about Charlie is easier said than done for me. Trust me, I'm guilty. Looking back on how we acted as kids makes me sick. But I got a girl back home. I intend on proposing. If I were to confess, it would ruin any chance of that.
Got a light? It's a shame.
What is?
The orphanage. Being burdened down by some kid who couldn't handle living in a world without his brother.
I suppose. Try not to dwell. Forgetting our childhood is something I've tried to do ever since I left this hole.
It does sound like you.
What do you mean by that?
You were never an honest person. Always avoiding accountability. It makes a person wonder how you came into your current position. Such a privileged person would want to distance themselves from a troublesome past. It would also make sense why such a person would want to tie up any loose ends that could possibly dismantle their pristine reputation. Look, you may be some well-off doctor or what have you, but pretending you were anything more than the cruel person that you were is a fucking lie.
Why do you hold on to that?
It's better to be safe than sorry.
Someone help! I just went to wash my hands and I knew it. It was Harland. He was the first one here, and where is he now? Nowhere to be seen.
When would Harland have the time to kill Vanessa? I saw him on the porch with you earlier.
He must have done it before. He had plenty of time.
It makes sense. He wouldn't stop rambling about the music industry. Must have wanted to make sure he was going to start with a clean slate before his career really took off. But what about that fiancé of yours? You made it very clear you didn't want to ruin that.
Yes. Yes. I'm sure Michael's killed plenty of people in war. You may claim to be a pacifist, but I'm sure we all can agree. Once a murderer, always a murderer.
So quick to point fingers, Evelyn. Why is that?
Are we all just gonna ignore the freak on the floor doing God knows what to the body? Look, two people were dead set on confessing. Something that Vanessa did not want to do. One of them is sweating buckets. The other one is missing.
Is that a jab at me? I will not even entertain any idea,
Ronald Myers killed Vanessa Lee.
Arthur, please. That isn't helping.
See, I knew it. He invited us here. He's probably hiding somewhere. He's going to pick us off one by one.
Take a breath, Edward.
Vanessa Lee was strangled, though. I can confirm that.
Look, if Ron or Harland is hiding somewhere in the house, we split up to look for them. Then we can figure this out and all go our separate ways.
Okay. I'll go with Arthur.
Fine.
Well, wherever he is, I'm sure we'll find him somewhere.
Then what? The maniac burned an orphanage full of children, babies for Christ's sake. He's insane, I tell you. There's a shed in the back. If there's anything we could defend ourselves with, it'd be in there. I say it's worth checking.
That could work.
No, it can't be. He's the killer. He's the one who invited us here.
Harland was with you last. Seems pretty clear to me.
This isn't what it looks like.
I got him. It was Arthur. He tried to kill me.
It's gonna be all right. Are you hurt? Just drop the gun. All right.
One to go.
Son of a bitch! You invited us all here. Why? What could you possibly gain?
I figured you wouldn't recognize me. None of you would. As if you ever really cared about me. Or Charlie.
Ron?
There you go. It made it so easy to kill Edward and take his place. None of you are even smart enough to realize when someone you called a friend wears a different face.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry about Charlie.
Do you really think your apology means anything? As if one simple sorry could take away years of pain? You killed the one person who I had in this life. Pushed him into that lake, laughing. You weren't good people then, and you aren't good people now. This is for Charlie.
Maybe Evelyn was right. Once a murderer, always a murderer.